You ever see someone post a beach video with the caption, "Just what I needed to recharge," and think, cool, but I haven't peed alone in 4 days? Here's the truth. That one day escape, it's not fixing your burnout. And it's definitely not self-care if it leaves you coming home to 5 loads of laundry, cranky kids, and your phone buzzing with 19 unread messages. We've been sold this idea that a perfect day off or a beach day with iced coffee and silence is the answer. But for most of us, that's not real life. And the pressure to make it count just makes us feel worse. So hey, if you're new here, hi and welcome to Reclaim and Reset with Luna. This is the space where we talk about what self-care actually looks like when you're raising little humans, working full-time or just barely holding it together. If that sounds like your kind of support, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button so that these videos keep showing up in your feed when you need them the most. Let's talk about why one-time escapes don't fix that chronic depletion. Yes, a day off can help. Yes, a break can be beautiful. But if you're constantly running on empty on the other 364 days of the year, one beach day isn't going to restore you, even if it might feel like a tease. Like, that was nice. Now back to the chaos. The real reset, it's in what you build in, not what you escape to. So instead of chasing these big magical moments, I've started asking myself, what would self-care look like if it was boring and daily? And I know that doesn't sound sexy, but honestly, it's what's saving me, because when self-care becomes a daily practice rather than a luxury that I get once or twice a year, it actually helps me. It regulates my nervous system. It keeps resentment from building. And it reminds me that I matter outside of being useful to everyone else. And for me, that looks like splashing cold water on my face in the morning and midday. It looks like stretching for 90 seconds before bed each night. Drinking my tea while it's hot and not answering emails at the same time. It looks like putting my phone down at 8 p.m. and picking up a book instead. Or sitting in the car alone for 5 minutes before heading inside with the AC running. These are all micro things, but they're doable. They're repeatable, they're sustainable, and they don't require me to get childcare or a trip to Target or to time a magical sunset. They just require intention. So let me pause here for a moment and ask you, what's one small thing that you've done lately that actually helped you feel more like a human? Drop it in the comments, because I'm all about stealing each other's tiny wins. Your version of self-care might be exactly what I need or what another mom needs today. Now, let's talk about the hardest part, and that is asking for support. Because sustainable self-care often requires someone else stepping in. And if you're used to doing everything yourself, hello to my fellow control freaks out there, that can be hard. But here's what I've learned, is it doesn't have to be a huge ask. You don't need to hand over the household. You can say, hey, can you be on kid duty for like 20 minutes so I can go lie down? Or I need a quiet shower without someone barging in. Can you manage the bedtime chaos tonight? Or can you take this task off my plate today? I'm just really tapped out. Asking for these things doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. And honestly, it lets the people in your life actually support you, which many of them want to do if they knew how. And finally, let's drop the pressure to make it count. That's one of the biggest lies of summer self-care culture. You don't have to plan the perfect solo beach day or the Instagram-worthy reset. You don't have to light a candle and meditate for 30 minutes straight. You don't have to emerge from your 10-minute walks as a new woman. You just have to do one small thing that reminds you, hey, I matter. I'm allowed to pause, and I'm allowed to receive. So, here's your takeaway to carry into the rest of your day. Self-care doesn't have to be grand to be effective. It doesn't have to be quiet or beautiful or even uninterrupted. It just has to be something. A 2-minute breather, a sip of water, a stretch, setting a boundary, a moment of honesty with yourself, and that's enough. So if this video gave you a bit of relief or helped you feel seen, tap that like button and subscribe so we can keep having these real conversations together. And be sure to drop in the comments below what's one small thing that's keeping you grounded right now. And remember, as always, you've got this. Keep showing up for you, and I will see you in the next video.